Alright, my lovely food people, how are you all doing? Today we are going to make something super special. It is a beautiful, warming and tasty garlic soup. This isn't just any soup, oh no, this is like a big warm hug in a bowl. It is perfect for when you need a bit of comfort, or when you just want something really delicious. Trust me, you are going to absolutely love this one, my friends. It's simple, it's honest, and it's packed full of flavor. This soup is a star in Italy, you know. People there really know their food, don't they? They love simple things made with amazing ingredients. And garlic, oh, garlic is a hero in Italian cooking. This soup makes garlic the main star, the big boss. But don't worry if you think it will be too garlicky. When you cook it this way, it becomes sweet and gentle. It is a beautiful transformation, like magic happening right in your pan. So get your aprons on, my lovely cooks. We are going on a taste adventure today. This garlic soup is brilliant. It is easy to make, which is always a bonus, isn't it? You do not need to be a super chef. You just need a bit of love and some good stuff to cook with. We will make it together step by step, and we will make some crispy croutons too. They are the perfect crunchy friends for our smooth, creamy soup. I really think this soup is a bit of sunshine, especially on a day that is a bit grey or cold. It just cheers you right up from the inside out. The smell of it cooking will fill your kitchen. It will make your whole house feel warm and happy. That is the power of good food, my friends. It brings people together and makes us all smile. So, are you ready? Let's get stuck in and make some amazing garlic soup, Puka. Now let's have a little chat about where this soup comes from. Every good dish has a story, a bit of history. This garlic soup is no different, not at all. It is an old recipe, a classic one. People have been making soups with garlic for ages and ages. Think about it. Garlic is one of the oldest flavor makers around. It has been used in cooking for thousands of years. All over the world, people knew garlic was special. It adds that oomph, that amazing taste. This kind of soup, the garlic soup, is often called poor man's food. But don't let that name fool you one bit. Sometimes the simplest food, made with humble ingredients, is the tastiest. It means it was made by everyday people. They used what they had, like garlic bread and good olive oil, and they turned it into something truly wonderful. It is all about being clever with what you have got. That is real cooking, using simple things to make magic. In many parts of Europe, especially in places like Italy and Spain, garlic soup was a staple. It was a way to use up old bread, making it soft and tasty in the soup. Nothing went to waste, which is a brilliant way to cook. It was nourishing, it was cheap, and it was full of flavor. Farmers and workers would have it to give them energy. It warmed them up and kept them going. It's a real testament to making a little go a very long way. So, when we make this soup, we are not just cooking. We are connecting with a long line of home cooks. People who knew the secret of simple good food. They understood flavor and comfort. And they passed these recipes down through their families. It is a beautiful thing, this food history. It tells us about people's lives, their struggles, and their joys. And now, we get to make it in our own kitchens. How amazing is that, eh? Okay, let's talk a bit more about Italy. This soup has really strong roots in Italian cooking. In Italy, food is all about fresh, quality ingredients. They don't mess about with too many complicated things. They let the natural flavors shine, and that's beautiful. Garlic, or aglio, as they say in Italian, is a superstar there. You find it in so many amazing Italian dishes. From pasta sauces to roasted meats, garlic is always there, working its magic. It's a cornerstone, a foundation of so much deliciousness. This soup, often called Zuppa all'aglio in Italian, shows off that love for garlic, but it's not just about a strong, punchy garlic taste. Oh no, it's much cleverer than that. When you cook garlic slowly like we will, it changes. It becomes mellow, sweet, and almost creamy. It loses that harsh bite and becomes gentle and inviting. This is the secret that Italian grandmothers, the nonnas, have known for generations. They understand the soul of the ingredients. Think about the beautiful Italian countryside. Imagine the sunshine, the rolling hills, the olive groves. This soup tastes like that, like simple, honest goodness. It is often made with just a few key things. Good quality garlic, of course, some lovely olive oil, the heart of Italian cooking, maybe some day-old bread to thicken it and add texture, and a good flavorful broth or stock. It's about simple perfection, not overcomplicating things for the sake of it. That's the Italian way, pure and simple. So this soup is special because it tells a story of Italy. It speaks of resourcefulness and a deep respect for ingredients. It shows how something as humble as garlic can be transformed. It can become the star of a truly elegant and comforting dish. It's not about fancy tricks, it's about heart and soul. And when you taste it, you get a little bit of that Italian sunshine, you get that warmth, that love right there in your bowl. It's a proper hug from Italy. Right then, chefs, before we can make this gorgeous soup, we need our ingredients. It is super important to get good quality stuff. Good ingredients make good food. It is as simple as that. So, let's have a look at what we need for our lovely Italian garlic soup. Don't worry, the list isn't too long or scary. Most of these things you might even have in your kitchen already. That's the beauty of this recipe, nice and easy. First up, the main man, Mr. Garlic. You will need a good amount of garlic. I am talking about 2 whole bulbs, maybe even 3 if they are small. Don't be shy, remember it gets lovely and sweet. Then you will need some good olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is best, it has that lovely fruity flavor. We will also need some onions, about 1 large one. Or you could use a couple of shallots if you fancy. They add a nice sweet base. Next, we need some lovely vegetable stock, or chicken stock if you prefer. About 1 liter or 4 cups should do the trick. This is the liquid body of our soup. For a bit of creaminess, some people add a potato, peeled and diced, or even a splash of cream at the end, but that's optional. And of course, we need some bread for our crispy croutons. Some nice crusty bread, maybe a day or 2 old, is perfect for this. It soaks up all the flavors. And for a final flourish, some fresh herbs are always a winner. A bit of fresh parsley or thyme would be beautiful. They add a lovely freshness and a pop of color. Salt and freshly ground black pepper are our best friends for seasoning, so make sure you have those ready too. That is pretty much it, my friends. See? Not too complicated at all. Just simple, honest ingredients ready to become something amazing. Now let's get ready to cook. Section 5. Magic garlic, getting the soup started. Okay, lovely people, aprons on, hands washed. Let's get cooking. The first step is all about our star, the garlic. We need to treat it right to get that beautiful sweet flavor. So take your bulbs of garlic. You can break them into individual cloves. Now, for this soup, you don't always need to peel every single clove meticulously. Some recipes even cook them with skins on for a bit, but I like to peel them for a smoother soup. It is up to you really. Once your garlic cloves are ready, about 20 to 30 of them, don't chop them too finely. We are not making a punchy garlic sauce here. We want them to cook gently and release their sweetness. You can lightly smash them with the side of a knife, or just slice them roughly. The main thing is not to burn them. Burnt garlic tastes bitter, and we don't want that in our lovely soup. So gentle does it, my friends. That's the key to unlocking that magical flavor. Now grab a nice big pot or a Dutch oven. Put it on a medium-low heat. Add a good glug of your extra virgin olive oil. Let it warm up a little bit. Then add your sliced or smashed garlic cloves. And if you are using an onion, chop that up nicely. Add the chopped onion to the pot with the garlic. We want to cook these slowly, really slowly, for about 10 to 15 minutes, stirring them now and then. They should become soft and translucent, but not browned. This slow cooking is where the magic happens. The garlic starts to caramelize just a tiny bit. It releases all its beautiful sugars and aromas. Your kitchen will start to smell absolutely incredible. This is the base of our soup, the foundation of all that lovely flavor. So take your time with this step. Don't rush it. Good food needs a little bit of patience, and the reward will be a soup that is sweet, mellow, and utterly delicious. This is proper cooking. This is Section 6, simmer and shine, making the soup perfect. Right, our garlic and onions should be looking beautifully soft and smelling amazing. They have had their lovely slow cook. Now it is time to build up our soup. This is where it all comes together. So what's next? We are going to add our stock. Pour in your vegetable or chicken stock into the pot. Give everything a good stir to mix it all up. Make sure to scrape any lovely bits from the bottom of the pot. That's where all the flavor is hiding. If you decided to use a potato for extra creaminess, now is the time. Add your peeled and diced potato to the pot as well. The potato will cook down and help make the soup naturally thick and smooth. Now, bring the soup to a gentle simmer. We don't want a wild rolling boil, just a nice gentle bubbly simmer. Once it is simmering, reduce the heat to low. Put a lid on the pot, but leave a little gap for steam to escape. This helps the flavors to melt together beautifully. Let the soup simmer away for about 20 to 30 minutes. This gives the garlic enough time to become incredibly tender. The potato, if you're using it, will also be soft. During this time, all those lovely flavors are getting to know each other. They are having a little party in the pot. your whole house will be filled with the comforting aroma of garlic soup. It's a wonderful thing. You can give it a stir occasionally, just to make sure nothing is sticking. After simmering, it is time to make our soup smooth and velvety. You can use an immersion blender, a stick blender, for this. Carefully blend the soup right in the pot until it is lovely and smooth. Be careful, as hot soup can splash. If you don't have an immersion blender, you can carefully transfer the soup in batches to a regular blender. Just make sure to let it cool a bit first. Blend it until it's silky, then taste it. Oh yes, that's looking proper gorgeous. Section 7. Golden Crunch, the best ever croutons. Now what is a beautiful smooth soup without some crunchy bits? Nothing, I tell you. So, we're going to make some amazing crispy croutons. These are not just any croutons. These are golden, flavorful, and super easy to make. They will take our garlic soup to the next level. You need some good bread for this. Day-o bread is perfect because it is a bit drier. Sourdough, ciabatta, or any crusty white bread will work a treat. Don't use pre-sliced soft sandwich bread for this. First, take your bread and cut it into cubes. Don't make them too small. About 1 inch or so is great. You can leave the crusts on for extra texture and flavor. Or you can remove them if you prefer a more uniform crouton. I like to leave them on personally. It adds a rustic charm, doesn't it? Place your bread cubes in a bowl. Now it is time to add some flavor to these bad boys. This is where the fun begins. Drizzle the bread cubes with a good lug of olive oil. Don't be shy with the oil. It helps them get nice and crispy. Then you can add some seasonings. A sprinkle of salt and freshly ground black pepper is a must. You could also add a pinch of dried herbs like oregano or thyme, or even a tiny bit of garlic powder for an extra garlic kick. Toss everything together really well. Make sure all the bread cubes are nicely coated with the oil and seasonings. This ensures every bite is tasty. Now you have 2 ways to cook these croutons. You can bake them in the oven. Spread them on a baking tray and bake at about 200 degrees Celsius, 400 Fahrenheit. Bake for about 10 to 15 minutes, flipping them halfway, or until they are golden brown and super crispy. Or you can pan fry them. Heat some olive oil in a frying pan. Add the bread cubes and cook, tossing them frequently, until golden and crisp. Both ways are brilliant. These croutons are just heavenly. Section 8. Twist and tricks, make it your own soup. Alright, so we have our beautiful smooth garlic soup, and we have our fantastic crispy croutons. But cooking is all about making things your own, isn't it? So let's talk about some lovely twists and tricks. You can adapt this recipe to suit your taste, or to use up what you have in the fridge. That is the joy of home cooking. There are no strict rules, just delicious possibilities. So get creative and have some fun with it. First, let's think about creaminess. If you want your soup even richer, you can stir in a splash of cream at the end. Just after you have blended it, stir in a few tablespoons of double cream or heavy cream. Or for a lighter touch, a swirl of natural yogurt or creme fraiche is lovely. It adds a bit of tang too. Another idea is to add a whisked egg yolk. Temper it first with a little hot soup, then stir it in for richness. This is a classic trick in many old European soups. How about some extra flavor boosters? A pinch of nutmeg in the soup can be really nice. It adds a warm, aromatic touch that goes well with garlic. Or a tiny pinch of cayenne pepper or some red chili flakes. This will give your soup a little bit of a kick, a gentle warmth. If you love cheese, and who doesn't, right? You can stir in some grated Parmesan cheese into the hot soup. It will melt in and make it even more savory and delicious. Buca. You can also play around with the herbs. Fresh chives sprinkled on top look and taste great. Or a bit of fresh dill if you like that flavor. And don't forget, you can change the stock. A mushroom stock would give it an earthy depth. Or if you want to make it really hearty, try adding some cooked white beans. Cannellini beans would be perfect. Just add them with the stock and blend them in. It makes the soup thicker and adds protein too. So many lovely ideas. Section 9. My favorite way, serving it with love and a smile. So there we have it, my lovely food friends. A beautiful, creamy, dreamy Italian garlic soup. And those super crunchy golden croutons. It is a match made in food heaven, it really is. Now for the best part, serving it up and enjoying it. For me, food is all about sharing and making people happy. And this soup is definitely one that will put smiles on faces. It is simple, honest food made with love. And that's the best kind of food, isn't it? When I make this soup, I love to serve it in nice warm bowls, ladle in the hot smooth soup, then be generous with those crispy croutons. Pile them on top so they stay crunchy for as long as possible. A little drizzle of your best extra virgin olive oil over the top looks beautiful, and it adds another layer of fruity flavor. A sprinkle of freshly chopped parsley or chives adds a lovely touch of green. It just makes it look so inviting. I remember one time, I was feeling a bit under the weather. You know those days when you just want something comforting? My lovely wife Jules made me a big bowl of garlic soup. It was so simple, but it was exactly what I needed. It was like a warm hug from the inside. That is the power of this soup. It is not just food, it is comfort, it is care, it is love. And that is why I wanted to share this recipe with all of you. So whether you are making it for yourself on a quiet evening, or for your family and friends gathered around the table, serve it with a big smile and a lot of love. Watch as everyone enjoys that sweet garlic flavor and those crunchy croutons. That is the real reward of cooking, seeing people happy. So go on, get in the kitchen, and give this lovely garlic soup a try. I promise you, it will become a new favorite. Happy cooking, everyone. Lots of love.